have no idea how bright the backgrounds. Look at this. Look at like the bottom part of my face. It's literally gleaming like I'm at the dentist. Okay, all right, let me. Does that work? Okay, all right, that works a little better. All right, now I don't know how this is gonna work because what I really want to do is go right on the paper that you're getting tonight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over, see if that even works. Nope. All right, now let's see. What's the best way to do this? Can I import that picture? I doubt it. I can't. Let's see. Is there a way I could shrink this? Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a screenshot. I don't know what's happening actually. Hold on. Let's see. Let me go here. Nope, wrong page. Is it? No, it's the right page. Oops. Let's see if I could shrink this into a screenshot and then bring it over. All right. Let's see. Okay, now let's bring it over. Does that work? Let's try it again. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, all right, maybe not. All right, so it's okay. We'll go off the paper. Now, tonight's homework is this. All right, let me say the homework out loud first. So it's homework number 66. This is for Monday, all right, February 4th. Okay, so that's homework number 66. Remember, tomorrow is no school, so there's no homework either. So don't go looking for homework. Now, for you guys, it's this handout. So I'm going to post this online tonight, and just make sure you find the right page, okay? On the top, it says Graphs of Proportional Relationships, Independent Practice Worksheet. You're doing front and back. Now, when you read this, you might be doing the Macaulay Culkin Home Alone look, but don't worry, you don't have to graph anything, okay? So cross out all the parts where it says create a graph. You're not graphing anything, okay? So now let's just kind of go down. All right, 1. Olivia sold, all right, number 1. Olivia sold water bottles over 4 days. Create a graph to determine, okay, no graphs. All right, now, is it proportional? So one of the things you could use actually, right, to see if they're proportional is you don't need to actually create a graph. Now in class, I had told you, hopefully, that what a graph will look like when it's proportional, right? What is it? How do you know if a graph's proportional? Yeah, straight line, right? Perfectly straight line through the origin. So here you can actually also check. You don't need a graph if you have a table. So that could be almost redundant. All right, now assuming you graphed it correctly, you will see that 1 times 8 here is 8, and 2 times 4 is 8, right? So that checks off. Now you can even try 1 times 12 is 12, and then 3 times 4 is 12 also, so on and so forth. So 2 times 16, that's 32. 4 times 8, that's also 32. So you know what I'm saying? So you're good to go, and then you just check 3 times 16, 4 times 12, same thing. That's how you know. Okay, so that's a graph is by no means the only channel in which you can find out whether these numbers are proportional. Now, what else? They want to know the constant of proportionality. In other words, remember, right? K, right? That's K. It's constant proportionality is K. So that's also the unit rate. It's just different ways of saying the same things. So unit rate is K, all right? What's the unit rate? I mean, look at the questions, right? Day 1 is 4 bottles, day 2 is 8 bottles. So the question is, how many bottles per day, right? So you kind of go like, if this were X and that's Y. If this were X and that's Y, right? Look over, where am I? Look over here. Now, to find the unit rate, you just put the numbers at the bottom, meaning all the Y values, over the ones at the top. And that would make sense because it's 4 bottles per day, right? So that's 4 per day. So the unit rate is 4 bottles per day. 4 bottles per day. Okay, that's the unit rate. So it's not so bad. All right. So with that said, I'm actually just gonna go over all of these with you. Okay. So this video is gonna be a tad long. Number 2, Aiden brought some boxes of pencils and boxes. Okay. Again, don't create a graph. No graphs. All right. So cross the word create a graph out. The quantities are proportional. What's the constant of proportionality? So what am I looking at right now? Okay. All right. So they're proportional. They are proportional, right? Once again, you can check it that way. So you can do what is it? 2 times 8 and then 4 times 4, right? That's 16. Then you do 4 times 12. That's 48. 8 times 6, 48. And then you do 4 times 16, right? 8 times 8, so on and so forth. Now, what's important is you actually check every one of them off. So any combination that you can have, 2 times 8, 4 times 4, 2 times 12, 8 times 4, 2 times 16, 8 times 4. You got to do it because just in the event that one of these numbers are off, then you kind of like protect yourself against that. Okay, so don't just do one and then think they're proportional. All right, not good advice. Now, what's the constant proportionality again? K, right? It's the unit rate. Right. So what is it? So what do you think? You sell 4 You sell 4 what? Okay, 4 pencils for 2 boxes, 8 pencils for 4 boxes, 12 pencils for 6 boxes, so on and so forth. So what's the unit rate? Right? Pencils per box. Pencils per box. Right? How many? 4 over 2. What is that? 2. 8 over 4. What's that? 2. 12 over 6. What's that? 2. 16 over 8. What's that? 2. So there are 2 pencils per box. Okay? All right. Now, some of you might say, well, what about can I do boxes per pencil? Not really, because the values at the bottom have to be the dividend. Has to be the one that's getting divided by the numbers on the top. So the order is pretty set. Okay? All right. Okay, number 3 now. That's a good state question right there. So you got a proportional graph, right? How do you know this graph is proportional? Right, straight line going through the origin right here, 0, 0. Let's see, what's the constant? So what's the unit rate? Again, so K, right? So you got K right here, like I just wrote. Now read these values. Now this is pretty easy because the values are 1 minute, 5, what is that? Okay, 5 balls, 2 minutes, 10 balls, 3, 15, 4, 20. I think it's pretty obvious. 5, 25. So what is it? So what's the right? Right, 5 balls per minute, right? Because this is 5 over 1. So these are the points that you got to concentrate. This point, okay, it's very hard for me to point because I can't tell. Point, right? Point, point, point. So they're all 5 balls per minute. That's it. Okay. All right. To the back. Okay. I'm getting tired. This is getting long. All right. Same thing is proportional. So what's the unit rate? Now this is 10 over 2, 20 over 4, right? So on and so forth. What do you think? Yep. 5. All right. Again. Yep. 5 miles per minute. All right. 5 miles per minute. All right. 5. Again, no graphs. Don't make any graphs. They are proportional. Are they proportional? Yeah, they're proportional. Okay, just the same way I show you number 1 and 2. Unit rate: 5 cell phones in 1 day, 10 cell phones in 2 days. I think that's pretty obvious. 5 cell phones per day. Okay. Last one. Cookies. No graphs. Again, cross the graphs out. What's the constant? It's the same thing. Man, they're all the same thing, but it's good practice. All right, so it's 15 cookies per is power. All right, there you go. I think that's about it. I think even if you didn't catch it the first time, you will eventually catch the drift. So that's it. All right. Well, I realized I didn't write anything on the paper there, just over here. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks for hanging in there. And have a good night.
OMG, that was so good.